Welcome to the Fantasy Football Prophet Podcast, hosted by Craig Phillips and Jeff Torrey. Visit us at fantasyfootballprophet.com. And now your hosts, Craig and Jeff.
Welcome everyone to the Fantasy Football Prophet Podcast. I'm Craig Phillips, joined by Jeff Torrey. Today we have another installment of our mini podcast. I'm just going to call it a mini podcast because the length changes every time. It's the 5 to 8 minute podcast. That's what it seems to be. Where we debate players. Jeff tries to win in arguments against me with no stats, even though I did that last time. And actually I did that with the Cousins. I've done that with Cousins versus Carr. I did that with
this should be the
Hopkins
Craig's gut
versus
feeling
Baldwin.
podcast.
It really, why is it becoming that? Because I usually pride myself on being I'm more conservative in these. The Hopkins one we did, Hopkins Baldwin, that's completely against what I should be normally. But this one right here, this is my lane right here.
Yeah. Yep.
It's Eddie Lacy versus Christian McCaffrey. And I'll just say right up, I don't know what to expect about Christian McCaffrey at all. Jeff ranks him 15th about right now. We haven't redid our ranks yet.
Yeah.
But he's about 15th for Jeff. I have McCaffrey, I believe, 19th on my last ranks. I have Eddie Lacy 16th, so I'm 16th and 19th. Jeff, you were about 21st, 20, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
You were it was behind 20, but somewhere in there. Mm-hmm. We haven't redid him yet, which he probably has gone up slightly since then, but still he's not ahead of McCaffrey.
No, I think they're getting closer.
Yep.
But yeah, right now I will argue for McCaffrey.
And with McCaffrey,
I'm
not sure of the situation. I don't think he's going to be an every down guy. I think Stewart's ahead of him in the first down, second down role. Yeah, they're going to use him a lot, but I don't know what that role is going to be yet, so I can't draft him as running back too. With Lacy, I think it's pretty clear that he's coming in there to be the starting running back, and they're not sold on Thomas Rawls. And if that's the case, I mean, last year, as bad as Eddie Lacy's been, he had 5.1 yards per carry when he played for the Packers last year.
True.
But he's been kind of hurt the last two seasons, but he's still never been below 4.1 yards per carry. He's been solid. His first 2 years were really good. 1,100 yards both of his first two seasons with 11 touchdowns and 9 touchdowns. It's those injury seasons, the last two. I think he's going to be more. They're going to use him like they used Lynch. And Marshawn Lynch's last healthy season in 2014, he ran for 1,300 yards and 13 touchdowns. And I think that's what they want to use Eddie Lacy as. Eddie Lacy's he's still what? He's going to be 26 years old. That's it.
Yeah, he's not old back.
He's only 26. And he will be 26 all season. He won't turn 27 until they're in the playoffs. He's not old. He has plenty of years left. He doesn't have a lot of work the last couple of years. I think he's going to be in the best shape he's been in a few seasons. We think that now. It seems like he actually is. He's hitting his weight goals. I think he's going to be great. And I'm going to steal him as my running back 3 sometimes. Oh, it's going to be wonderful. I'm fine with him as my running back 2. But why, Jeff? Just why? Why would you pick McCaffrey and take that risk? Is it because of the upside?
Because my stat-based argument for a rookie.
What do you got? What do you got?
All right, so this is why he is a little bit higher than Lacy.
Yep.
First of all the things you said could be true. It could also be very bad for him because Rawls is still there.
Yeah.
He was hurt last year. You don't really know. If he comes back healthy, it could easily be a split. And then on top of that, Procise could easily take all third down situations.
You don't like Procise.
I don't like Procise,
right,
but he still could
okay.
be. I'm just But yes, and also very true. He is a little injury prone.
Yeah, okay.
You know, he's a bigger back. He takes a lot of abuse. Nothing wrong with that. He runs hard. McCaffrey, on the other hand, is going to an offense that desperately needs to get back on track. Yes, Jonathan Stewart is still there. I agree with you. He's definitely going to start off the year, definitely taking probably the first 2 carries. McCaffrey will be the third down back. He's going to be in every passing situation. First of all, they never had a running back that can catch it out of the backfield. I don't remember the last one that's ever done anything notable. So first of all, it's a position that is going to be very, very useful to a team that is usually extremely run heavy, especially now that Cam Newton is not going to want to run the ball near as much. They're going to take those away, and they're already run heavy. You're not going to give even more to Stewart, who is also very injury prone. So if he goes down, McCaffrey has a wide open lane. But assuming that Stewart stays healthy for most of the year.
helping your argument, yeah, Stewart, we figured out, hasn't actually played a full season since 2011.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
But even with that, I assume that he's not going to all of a sudden get every single carry. Cameron Norris-Payne is still there. I'm sure they don't want to wear him out completely. I look at it and say, hey, you have Benjamin, Funchess, who hasn't really done anything yet. You have another rookie wide receiver. And then you have someone that can be the release valve, a very, very capable, and everyone knows he has tremendous hands coming out of the backfield. You can even use him as wide receiver. I think he might be the jack of all trades for this team. And also take pressure off Newton, which is going to be the biggest blessing to him. So I can see it on both sides. But I think Christian McCaffrey has a better upside. And
yeah, there's some upside. I still think Lacy's young enough that he has some upside too, and I think they'll forget about
believe
that.
me, as much as I'm arguing for McCaffrey, I really do like Lacy, and you make a lot of good points. If Rawls wasn't there, I would like him a whole lot more, because Rawls does run the ball hard, and when he was healthy that 1 year, he did very, very well for him. And you've seen it. If you can play, no NFL team just completely goes away from you, because I don't think Lacy is that much better than Rawls. I think if they're both running pretty well, they're going to use both of them, split them up. I think Procise will even get a few carries. I don't personally like him that much, but he's a better pass catcher than either one of those guys.
And I guess to end it off, right now, the general public agrees with you. McCaffrey's ADP is 15th.
They're getting closer, though.
The rankings, consensus expert rankings, 17th for McCaffrey, 21st for Lacy. Mm-hmm. But the general public ADP, 15th McCaffrey, 25th Eddie Lacy.
25th.
Yep.
All right. Well, in that case, if you were talking about draft position, that's another kudos to you, because Lacy is actually a value pick then.
Lacy's behind Ingram, which, okay, I can get that. Dalvin Cook, Powell, Peterson.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's rough.
We'll see. All right. Lacy, McCaffrey. I really think Lacy's going to have a great year, so I'm probably going to have him on a few of my teams.
Yeah, I do like his upside, to your point. But I think overall, when it comes down to it, I think Christian McCaffrey is going to have a better year.
All right. That's another edition of the 8-Minute Podcast again. So that is
8 minutes every day.
The 8-Minute Podcast.
Every day.
We'll have more of these coming up as we get going to the season, help you with your draft. Maybe you have this one that probably hasn't come up very much, Lacy, McCaffrey. The other ones have, but this was just a little different. But we'll have more of these guys that are kind of close and might have questions on and help you make your draft picks, see who you agree with more, me or Jeff. So we'll find out. Talk to you guys next time.